Everybody admitted in the waiting room? All right, let's get the meeting started. Call the meeting to order at 2 p.m. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, we just want to commend your presence, grateful hearts. Again, an insight and decision is to recognize our responsibility here. And we do give you thanks for it, in Jesus' name.
Before we get started, I just want to let everybody know that this meeting is conducted in Robert's Rules of Order. The meeting is to conduct the business. We're not going to allow any disorderly conduct. Visitors are asked to act mature. If we can't do that, then it gets out of hand, which we have a very small crowd, and I doubt that. But anyway, if it does, then we will adjourn the meeting and hold it in a different location. This is, we value your questions and your input, but this is to conduct the business of the fire department. It's not a cross-examination, so we will listen to your questions. It is a 3-minute limit. So you can name each visitor or so do we have any community comments? Nobody on Zoom with a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, Trina.
I was just wondering about the WSRB insurance ratings, and I saw your letter posted on there from July. How often do they do a review of the ratings?
Every 4 years. Okay.
And I was wondering, since we were rated at a 9, it says that is fire, that is station number 2. Which station is that, please?
Which area would you be in?
I'm in the Schaefer Park area.
So that would be station 12-4.
Okay, the report on your website says station 2 was the one that was the 9 rating and the others were an 8. So which station was the 9?
The station 2 would be Beeville.
Beeville, okay. But Schaefer Park is an 8?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, somebody on an iPhone has a question.
Hi.
You're really broken up, but try. We're not. That almost sounded like Amanda, but I'm not sure if Amanda's on there. No, they're not there. I think they're cold. Oh. Yes. They said that they can't see anything. No other community comments? Questions?
Just want to know what's happening.
Yeah, Buck, we don't know what the questions they asked. Could you repeat the questions, whatever they asked?
She asked about the rating bureau. The rating bureau for your fire insurance. And it's based off of each, so each station has its own rating.
Okay,
The lake, this one, and the park are rated at 8. Beeville is at a 9. And it's off water supply, timely response, all that.
okay.
Is that standard?
Pardon?
Is that a standard rating? I mean,
For a volunteer department.
For a volunteer department,
Without hydrants or anything.
Mrs. Stewart,
Can I ask you a question?
certainly.
Yeah, okay, I had requested a copy of that ratings report. And all that I saw was the cover letter, but never got a copy of the ratings report from 2019.
I believe that's on our website.
No, it's not only the cover letter to the report, not the report itself.
So that's a report that we got from the Rating Bureau, and that's what he said we should publicize, because that's what they provide. So we can reach back out to him and get something different if you'd like it.
So the report, this is only a cover letter for the report.
That's what they give us with our
So
ratings.
they told me that they give you the report itself.
So I know you have personally talked to Mr. Cunningham himself, Eric Cunningham.
I don't know.
He's the one who does the Rating Bureau. He stated he
I
talked to.
talked to several women there. I talked to several people, yeah.
We can reach out and see if there is some other report, but that is what they send us.
It's only a cover letter.
Yeah, because all it does is it tells us what our rating is in each area.
Well, yeah, they said it's pretty specific and they told me, you know,
Well, I know when they go over to do your rating, they check how many volunteers you have in which area,
right, uh-huh.
water supply.
A lot of.
Water supply is the biggest issue of all fire districts. And out here, you can't put fire hydrants in, it's impossible, because you have to have it in your entire district. And we couldn't do that. I mean, by the time we run a water line all the way to Maggie's house, then all the way to Pete's house, all the way to Jake's house, it's just, there's just no.
I just wanted to see a copy of the report.
We can reach out to him. Okay. So any of the commissioners have a comment?
Nope.
Okay, we'll move on to our consent agenda.
Well, you've done the questions, Buck.
Did you have another question, Pete?
Well, I'm just wondering what was going on with this relation, but you can't discuss it, I don't know.
Art,
So we're in the dark, we don't get the newspaper, we don't go to the Matlock store to look at the crap on the window. So we just kind of wonder what was going on.
well, when we get to the investigation, I could give you a little bit more on that,
Okay.
but.
I didn't know if it came too late or.
Oh, no.
All right.
I'd like to know how, excuse me, how large your fire district is here. How far down south it goes, How far towards Lake Vermont does it go, or does it go past Lake Vermont? So-
It goes to Stoner Road,
Okay. so
and then it goes to between the two Lily Roads. We go to mile marker 4 on the Satsaquaquam. We go all the way to the, I think we cover everything to the Wainuchi, pretty much on the gravel. I think
That
you know,
means going down across town.
cross the river, cross the, yep, the upper bridge.
The other side.
Yep.
Okay. I just wondered.
It's the largest
177 square miles.
district in Mason County, 176 square miles.
So when there's a wildland fire like with Simpson, you guys in charge or is DNR in charge?
Well, I guess you guys can decide how you want to answer that. Want me to answer or you want?
Yeah, you can answer that.
So normally your local county resources get on scene first and establish parameters and start engaging on the fire depending on the size. Then DNR gets there and goes into joint jurisdiction. So you both run it together because they use local resources as well as their own.
So if we have a fire right there, we dial 911, who's responding first?
Test.
DNR or?
District 12.
So we get toned at the same time, but we'll get there before DNR would get there. We had a fire up there this year.
And then on the middle south, how far do those guys go down now?
We go down just past Barcelona Lane.
Pardon?
Barcelona Lane,
Okay.
Everything on the left of Barcelona Lane, when you drive down
So
Barcelona.
Deaneries wouldn't be part of your jurisdiction?
Pardon?
Or deaneries are they part of it?
Yeah, so you go across, across the Turnout Bridge, go up the hill. First road to the left is Barcelona. I think it's Jim Todd lives at the end. Every house on the left is ours, the ones on the right are Brady. Yeah. The river would have been an easier boundary.
I move to accept the minutes,
I'll second.
last month's minutes from October.
All in favor? Aye. So minutes are approved from the last meeting.
So this is all voluntary, right?
Pardon?
Is this only a I want to know if this is all volunteers.
Put these
they're
gentlemen,
community
no,
members.
they're community members. They're
How
not.
many volunteers is on the department?
Mhm.
How many volunteers is on the department?
We have roughly 15 right now.
15, okay.
So. Any questions on the vouchers? I make a motion to accept vouchers 217 through 232.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Vouchers are approved. This one, and your signature. This is well done.
Excuse me? Are the vouchers listed somewhere that the public can see what the vouchers are being paid?
We can post them for you.
That would be awesome.
Yes, certainly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're doing that.
Well, this question, can they change, you guys change the meetings to evening again? Where we were. Like, we have to go somewhere, doctor's appointments or something else, you can't leave it during the day, or somebody working or school or something.
Well, and that's why the meetings were moved to the day. It was because of our work schedule. Is why the meetings are during the day.
The meetings are moved to
And
days of the
most
work
of the
schedule.
fire districts in the county have them during the day. They don't have them in the evening.
I can't understand that. I mean,
So most of the fire districts have their commissioner meetings during the day. And it was moved because of their work schedule to the daytime, to the afternoon.
that was just a question of why I wasn't.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't
What
to,
about most of the districts, because we're such a.
right,
Lower around.
yeah, no, that's why it was moved. It wasn't to make it an inconvenience for community members to keep somebody out. I talked to old commissioners, you know, that were here in the 70s, and they said they could count on one hand how many committee members ever attended a commissioner meeting. These commissioner meetings, we've never tried to block somebody from coming to our meetings. With the exception of this, I take that back, with the exception of this last, whatever, 11 months of the Zoom meetings. Prior to that, they've never been closed to the public.
I know like with volunteers, anybody's a volunteer, or something. I realize that they are not, like, they probably have jobs also.
Correct.
That would be easier for them for you to be.
Right. So old business investigation. So. On the investigation, Pete, this is for you. This maybe helps you a little bit. So when the auditor had their exit interview with Commissioner Pace and our attorney asked for their supporting documents so that we had an opportunity to see what they were basing their decision on. They assured us they would release them as soon as they had that open meeting last November. Now they're not releasing anything to us. They're delaying it.
They said as soon as it would be published,
So
they would release all the documents.
they are not even releasing the documents to our attorney. So until we can get them documents, we have no idea what the auditor's office based their,
Oh my gosh, delay.
So yeah. So our attorney is waiting. In the audit report, it said that the auditor recommended that their report be investigated by the prosecutor. It's being investigated by an attorney who is working with the prosecutor. This takes time. Had we got the supporting documents, you know, when this report was read, what, September? August? Is that when we read the report? August, September? We could have probably had this solved. But everybody's hands are tied. We've given the attorneys everything that we ever gave the auditor. They have that to look at, but we do not have their supporting documents. And that's what's holding all this up.
Question is, because on the stuff you guys gave them, I'm assuming, I don't know. If you have records and you gave it to the auditor, this is the same stuff you gave them, they would have? Am I confused someplace?
No, that's where the confusion lies even with our attorney. So I don't want to speak too much on it. That's what our attorney's for. They're, you know,
That's
dealing
just
with that.
a question in my mind, if you gave it to them. That's kind
Correct.
of, I don't know,
Correct.
not making sense while we're waiting for different things.
Exactly.
Thank you, Bob.
Certainly. So that's where we're at on that. They're trying to get it.
They're trying to show up next month.
So, yes. So also, at our December commission meeting, we're gonna try and have the recall attorney, our attorney that we have for the recall petition, and the attorney that is investigating the audit report be here or via Zoom, whichever works best for them, to give a small little update on where things are at. So then you're gonna hear from the attorney.
Do you have a date and time on that meeting yet?
Our next meeting, we actually moved it due to the holidays, but it is in December 27th. And it's at 2 p.m., just like But it's on the agenda, it does state that when it is, if you got the agenda. If you-
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Yeah, so- So we're hoping to have both them attorneys, either via Zoom or in person, to give a short update on where things lie.
How much are we paying each attorney per hour?
She's not on the agenda.
Oh, I didn't know Pete was, so sorry.
She signed it.
So,
I-
She's
So-
here, signed, she's here.
so unfortunately, Amanda, you got here late, but we explained to begin with, it's not we're not doing a cross-examination.
Oh,
It's just, you know,
I can request that information.
you're welcome to it.
Well, okay, thank you.
Mhm. You know, the sooner we can get all this information, the sooner we can just end all this. I mean, it's just,
Well, you have to understand too, where some of us isolated.
oh, I understand that.
So people, you know, are very concerned.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Well, it's all understandable, you know, I told people if everything I knew about what went on here was in the audit report, you know, I'd be upset as well. And when with our attorney, we met with the auditor, he had asked her, he said, if we could prove that there are errors in your report, would you change it? And she adamantly said no. And we know that there are errors in the report, but she still wouldn't change it. And they said as soon as it was published, they would turn over the document. And we had to ask for them, and they said that they wouldn't give it to us until November 28th. And the report was published in September. So for some reason, the auditor is dragging their feet on this, and our attorney's upset with it.
And the attorneys, that's, you know, as being commissioners, elected officials, that's part of it. I mean, unfortunately, my tax dollars, your tax dollars have to pay for these attorneys to fight all this stuff. I think we could have just got through this investigation and then figured out the best course for the department going forward. But we just keep incurring more and more attorney fees, so. It takes away from the community, takes away from the fire department, takes away from everybody, us included. I pay taxes out here. So,
Well, that covered the new business too.
any correspondence? Rachel, is there anything? Do you have any correspondence?
I reviewed it, so.
Chief's report? Do we have anything?
We had 11 calls last night. Person, Lily.
That's down from last year, isn't it?
We're just waiting to hear from DNR about the new brush truck. For the grant.
And that will be sometime this month.
By the end of the month, we'll know.
So on that note, the new brush truck, the fire department put in for a brush truck through DNR to get one of the newer F-550 crew cab brush trucks. Our other ones were the point of you're spending more money fixing something than what you paid for it originally. So,
It's at no cost to the department.
right, and this would be free of charge if we can get one. F-550 Super Duty flatbed with everything on it, minus the, I say everything, toolboxes, pump, tank, all that.
District doesn't have to pay them.
We don't pay for it. We have to keep that in service for 12 months. Once you get it, you put it in service, it has to be in service for 12 months, and it's free of charge. So it's a big asset for us.
That's a plus.
Yeah. Anything else,
No, I
Brian? I have nothing else myself. I will second that motion. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. 2:25.